Woo! And we're back. Still trying to grow our dinosaurs, trying to grow our triops. From the age of dinosaurs came the amazing triops. So triops are these little tiny creatures that look like shrimp, kind of, but they're not. They're like prehistoric. And so they're in these little eggs in the sand, basically. Over time, it's been dried out, and they're waiting for water to bring them back alive. So we're still waiting 24 hours for our limestone stones before we just dump the sand in there. So we have to do the limestone first, and then we even have tryout food. Woo! See what they look like. See what they look like. So we're doing 12.1 right now, doing piecewise equations. We were plugging input, output using the graph. Now we actually have to come up with the equations. Right? We have to come up with the equations. How in the heck do you do that, right? How do you do that? Well, we look and see if there's anything we can notice. I noticed that this is the line in the middle, right? From -3 to 2. And so we're going to see what the slope is. Down 1, over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1, over 1. So that's in the middle. This is the equation of a line with a negative down 1, over 1, a negative slope. And the y-intercept is right there at 0. So plus 0 or just 0, or just the 0 goes away. And really that's just -1/1, which is just -1x, or just -x even. And so what's our boundary though? Our boundary is from -3 to, so -3 to 2. And they're closal, so that means less than or equal to, less than or equal to. And so that's our boundary, from -3 to 2 with x in the middle. Okay, and then, let's see, below that looks like a square root. Over 1, up 1, and over 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2. So that looks like a square root equation, but the original square root equation was there, and so we have to count the shifting now. So we have to count 1, 2 to the right, and then up 1. So how do we do 1, 2 to the right? So we do 2 to the right. We do 2 to the right by going opposite sign, so -2, and then up 1. And so that's our equation. And that's our bottom equation because that's going from left to right. So y equals the square root of x minus 2 plus 1. And then the boundaries are, oh, it's an open hole. So that means that it's not going to be equal to. So that means we're going to go all numbers x to the right, which is greater. So we want all numbers that are greater than, what number? What x value? 2. So all numbers greater than 2, not equal to, because it's open hole. And our last equation is a parabola, right? So that's like y equals x squared. But we got some shifting going on. We went 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 to the left. So we're going to do our equation. And it's going to be 4 to the left, which is opposite what you think. So plus 4. Because that means left 4. So that's 4 to the left, all squared. And then we went down. 1, 2, 3 is our vertex. And so that's going to be down. There's our vertex. So there's our equation. And so now that we have our equation, let's do our boundary. So our boundary is basically going to be all numbers that are -3, but then that direction, so less. So x has to be less than -3. And it's not equal to because it's an open hole. Right? Open hole. Okay, so we can actually finish the last one now. And the last one was g of x equals 11. And so where does 11 go? 11 is greater than 2, which means that we're going to have to go and plug that into our equation now. And so then we're going to do the square root of 11 minus 2 plus 1. 11 minus 2 is 9. The square root of 9 is 3. And 3 plus 1 is 4. So the answer to this guy is 4. The answer to this one is 0. This one is 3. Cool. If you're getting the hang of it, so try number 10, try number 12, try number 13, let's go. You see the straight line here? See the straight line at y equals 1? So that's in the middle, y equals 1. Our boundaries are between -3 and 2. So our boundaries are -3 to 2. but they're both open hole. So that's just less than, the x in the middle. So that was the easy one. Ooh, down here, we have a closed hole at -3. So that's x, and then less than -3, because less than means going this direction. Going that direction, less than. Beautiful. And that equation is down here at y equals 3. So that's y equals 3. And then we have our boundary at all numbers less than -3. And then last but not least, we have an upside down over 1, down 1, over 1, 2, 3, 4, down 2. So we have a square root going down and to the right, but it's negative. It's negative upside down. And then the vertex there is over 2. So it's going to be right 2 and up 1, 2, 3, 4. And so up 4. So that's for the vertex. So that's going to be right 2 is x opposite, not plus. It's going to be right 2, so -2, and then up 4. And so that's our first equation. Now it's our last equation. So that's y equals negative, the square root of x minus 2, and then plus 4. And then the boundaries is a closed hole. So closed hole, oh, this is a closed hole too. So that's actually, because that's a closed hole, this actually means this boundary is actually equal to. Less than or equal to. And then this one is going to be greater than or equal to some number. And that some number is right there, which is 2. That x value is 2. So x has to be greater than or equal to 2. Nice. Okay, last but not least, we got some ACT. What's going on here? So multiple choice, give that one a try. So let's see, what is the value of p of -1? Well, where is -1? So -1 is, let's see, greater than 0. Is -1 greater than 0? No. Oh, -1 is less than 0. So it's going to be this one. So then we go to our equation, and we're going to plug in a -1 everywhere that we see an x. So plug in -1 there, there, and there. So now we go ahead and do that equation. So we have negative 1 to the 5th power plus -1 to the 4th power plus 36 times -1 minus 36. Okay, let's see what the answer is. So that's going to be -36 with a -36. That's -72. -1 to the 4th power is going to be a +1. And then -1 to the 5th power is negative, but then that's also negative, and negative is a +1. So 1 and 1 is 2, minus 72 is -70. And -70 is A. Nice. -70 is A. Nice. So try some more of these problems, piecewise equations, give it a try. When you see a weird one like this, this is actually a really weird one. So this one's going up and to the right and down and to the left. And that one in the middle is actually the square root, no, cube root of x. So just to give you some help, because that was really tough. So that's the cube root of x. And then the boundaries, over and up one. And then the boundaries really are between what? They're between -1 and 1. But the tricky part is this is a closed hole. So that's less than or equal to. And then this one's an open hole, so that's just less than. So help you on that one too, number 12. So thanks for watching. And finish piecewise equations. You got this. We're almost there, end of the year. You there on the screen. Keep on doing it. You got this. Keep trying it. Pause me. You got this. Thanks for watching. Shout out for Tessin and Immortalized. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.